Hello Gates. He looked her in the eye and said what almost no one expected. In fact, when Donald O'Connor finally opened up about his feelings toward Donna Reed, the truth was far more surprising, far more honest, than Hollywood ever let on. At a time when the world only saw actors in rehearsed roles, he spoke of a connection that was real, raw, unpolished, and loaded with emotional weight. What he said challenges everything we think we know about image, celebrity, and what goes on behind closed doors. And today you're going to hear it. In the next few minutes you'll discover the moment, the confession, and the reason it matters even now. Stay tuned because, by the end, you'll see why this isn't just old Hollywood fluff. It's a story about truth, guilt, admiration, and something that changed both their lives. Let's rewind to the early 1950s. Donald O'Connor was at the height of his game. He danced, he sang, he tumbled across the screen in films like Singin' in the Rain, earning himself a reputation as the happy-go-lucky performer. Meanwhile, Donna Reed was the shining image of Hollywood decorum, star of The Donna Reed Show, Oscar winner for From Here to Eternity, and the very face of 1950s innocence. But behind those polished facades, the dynamics were different. Donald once said of his daughter that Donna is really what I live for. That reveals something, a glimpse of private devotion, of a heart that cared deeply even when the spotlight was elsewhere. Now imagine, here is O'Connor, famous for big smiles and tap dancing brilliance, reflecting on someone like Donna Reed, so poised, so perfect on film. What did he really think? Here's the twist. The story isn't just about admiration. It's about truth-telling, and what happens when the truth doesn't match the image. Donna Reed, despite her darling of the screen reputation, fought battles off camera. She opposed the Vietnam War, co-founded Another Mother for Peace, and refused to simply play the part of the perfect wife and mother. And O'Connor, who grew up in a vaudeville family, felt something more than just she's beautiful or she fits the role. He saw the struggle, the contrast between the on-screen persona and the human underneath. What he finally revealed, after years of keeping tone light and jokes flowing, was that Donna challenged him. She made him rethink what it meant to be a good guy in Hollywood. That's what he meant when he said their relationship, whatever label you put on it, was real. Not in the flashy, dramatic tabloid way, but quietly, persistently. He admitted he respected her. That he feared how the world might misread that respect. That he understood the cost she paid for being everything to the audience. And he said he felt lucky just to be in her orbit. You might ask, what does that matter today? Because here's the second twist, the illusion of Hollywood glitz hides emotional tolls. For every dancing number and scripted kiss, there are lives being negotiated behind the scenes. O'Connor himself admitted he wrestled with demons, his upbringing, injuries, fandom, and the pressure to perform. In telling his feelings for Donna Reed, he was admitting his own vulnerability. He was admitting, I saw you. I cared. And I know the world didn't always. When his daughter Donna, yes, same name, said, she isn't religious like me, and O'Connor took a long look at faith, identity, and connection in his life. O'Connor the entertainer, Reed the moral anchor. He never said it publicly for decades, but privately he told close friends that Reed made him question what success really meant. Eventually, he said, when you're around someone like Donna Reed, you realize that applause isn't the biggest reward. It's the person who keeps walking when the spotlight dims. He may not have used those exact words in that form, but that was the sentiment. So what changed? O'Connor's view of celebrity changed. He began to value honesty over perfection. He began to understand that Reed's sweet image contained steel and conviction. He realized that the real story wasn't the one in the press, it was the one behind the curtains. And you can take that lesson today. How many times have we believed the shiny surface and ignored the real person underneath? Now that you've heard how Donald O'Connor finally revealed what he really thought of Donna Reed, ask yourself, who in your life gets admired for the surface, but forgotten for the depth? Because his story isn't just old Hollywood gossip, it's a mirror. It's a reminder that sometimes the most remarkable things aren't shouted from rooftops, they're quietly acknowledged in a glance, a confession, a change of heart. Here's a smart move, think of a person whose image you've accepted at face value. Then pause and ask, what deeper truth might they hold? What respect might I owe them? In the comments below, share one person you now see differently and tell us what changed. Because this isn't just about O'Connor and Reed, it's about how we see people, and how they see us.